Now, why do enlightened individuals, once they discover what awakening is, they cannot talk about anything else? It is so easy. In fact, it is so hard to teach awakening. It must be a lot more easier to say, okay, forget this. Let me teach something else. Let me keep people wherever they are, comfortable, happy. I'll become popular. They'll see me as an important figure, important personality in their lives. That's the natural thing. Because to be able to teach someone to wake up from the slumber of life is extremely hard. But still, Buddhas choose to awaken individuals. Even when they have attached themselves to certain thought processes where they don't want to be identified with certain deep mystical ideas, they want to appeal to the general mind and the movement of life. Deep down, their desire to awaken individuals is always there. So no matter what they do, they try to establish at least some structures that will help people to come closer to meditation, come closer to mindfulness. No matter how lost even an enlightened teacher is, this desire can never be taken away. Why is this? Because they know that this is the only way out. This is your only liberation. This is your only key. There is only one door and there is only one key for all eternity. They can stand on the other side of eternity and look at this and say, this is never going to end. You're playing with thoughts and ideas now, but it's not a momentary thing. It is not a temporary thing. It's just going to continue. The only reason we can say, I don't want to become enlightened, is when we completely misunderstand what life is. But that's the part of madness. The part that is telling you not to pursue enlightenment right now is the madness. It doesn't even know that it's madness. For the mind, it is perfectly logical. It has steps. This is who I am. This is where I am. These are the things I want to do in the next few years. These are the things I want to do with my life. This is madness. This is going outward. But the mind doesn't see it that way. It sees it as planning. It sees it as structuring, because it's part of the same delusion. And along with this, it adds, well, why are you bothered? Anyways, you see all those people. Where are those people? People who did not meditate, people who did not become mindful. Nobody is here suffering. They're all dead. Very stupid argument. Because the mind, how does it know where they are? How does it know the world of thoughts? It cannot be certain that those who are dead are continuing in some form, because life is not physical. The world is not physical. It is a mental realm. So to be able to recognize this and say, if there is a way to know life, and if I'm given a choice to know life, can I reject that choice by saying, something will liberate me, death will liberate me? We cannot do that. That is where a teacher comes in. That is where a teacher says, well, yes, you have your plans, you have your structures, you have your thought process, but it's part of your sleeping. Because you're sleeping, because you're dreaming, we are more asleep with eyes open than closed. Sleep is absolute when the eyes are open. When the eyes are closed, there is a play, an interplay between sleep and wakefulness. There are moments when you are closer to your consciousness and your world of thoughts, when your eyes are closed. When your eyes are open, you are completely in the dream. The world is a manifestation of that dream. Now, bits and pieces doesn't matter. Meditation has to be seen as a process of turning what you're seeing, what you're experiencing, into something completely transparent. You are seeing colors, you're seeing lights, you're seeing shadows. Your objective, the purpose of meditation, is for you to see emptiness, is to turn all this into completely transparent experience where you see nothing but your own self. You see nothing but your own consciousness. If someone asks, what's the difference, when I sit now in meditation, or when I sit anywhere, when I sit and close my eyes, and that first day when I sat in meditation, what is the difference in feeling? Is it detachment from thoughts, detachment from the body? Like, are you experiencing your body and mind as if they don't belong to you, or what exactly is the difference? Now, to me, this difference is as clear as day and night. Now, this difference is what we keep longing for. When I first sat, when I closed my eyes, I thought I was there. I thought this is me. This is my room. And I'm sitting here. I have my eyes closed. The most uncomfortable feeling. Although I am there, in my understanding, this is me. This is my body. This is my mind. I am doing meditation. But the disturbance, the agitation, the irritation was absolute. The only way you can escape this is if you don't watch the mind, if you don't watch the body. A lot of times in the name of meditation, we are doing something, but we are not watching the mind. We are not watching the body. True meditation is to create conditions where you actually watch the sensations. You watch everything that is happening in the body. You watch everything that's happening in the mind. You don't distract your mind. That is why I am not a fan of meditation techniques that distract you too much. There are lots of ways in which the mind can keep itself engaged, and it thinks that that is meditation. Oh, because I'm doing this, I'm here, it's got to be meditation. Purest of meditations are pure tortures. If you're able to sit for 1 hour, and at the end of it, if you feel exhausted, if you feel like this is the hardest thing I've ever done, know that you are meditating. You have to pass through that phase. You have to watch every single thought. You have to watch every single sensation. You have to be there. And it's boring, it's dull. There is no music, there is no chanting, there is no entertainment, there is no engagement. Pure, direct meditation. Yes, everything helps. You can chant for a while, you can listen to music for a while, you can dance for a while. But you have to just sit and watch your mind and body to know what meditation is in its truest sense. It's only because we cannot do this directly, we need methods, we need techniques. It's because we don't know how to do this. We don't know how to just sit and watch the mind and body as if they are not ours. We need a technique. Watch the breath. Watch your third eye. Move and become still. Or chant a mantra. Drown your mind. These are all different ways of dealing with our inability to just sit and watch. When I sat first and closed my eyes and started watching my breath, my body sensation, I remember that feeling of being in a prison. I felt I was inside a prison. I'm stuck in this body and I don't know how to get out of it. And I don't even know what to do here. But that is it. That is the feeling of not knowing who I am, not knowing why I'm here. What is this watching the breath? And why is it so painful? Every single sensation is irritating. The skin itches. Every sound creates fear. Worried about the passage of time. How long have I sat here? You have to go through all these things. This is what meditation is. You have to let your mind explode in fear. Your mind should scream. It should feel like it is being strangled. It is being suffocated. Because that is the only way to know what the mind is. That is the only way to know what it has been doing to you. It has been comfortably weaving its web of lies and it's kept you asleep. It's conveniently pushed you away and it has taken over. Like a creeper girdling a tree, it has grown around the tree and it has killed the tree. It looks like a tree. There is a shape of a tree. There is a shape of a branch. There is a shape of the trunk. But none of it is you. None of it is that tree. Mind has taken over completely, taken over the shape and feel and sensation of the tree, and it has eliminated the tree. Now, when you go and sit in meditation, it becomes clear, where am I? Who am I here? It's all sensations. It's all agitations, disturbance. I am at dis-ease. I cannot be at ease for a single moment. I have become a disease. My body is a disease. My mind is a disease. How do I get rid of this disease? Now, how do I know that I am experiencing disease? Because if somebody tells me, get up, I'm going to give you a drug that's going to remove some pain, that's going to take you high, a little bit of alcohol, a little bit of smoking, a little bit of drugs. What would you choose? Would you sit in meditation or would you go and take that drug? You would jump in. You say, okay, let's assume that it's legal for you to take drugs. Who will sit and meditate? That itself says you need an escape. You are in the prison. What you call high is an experience that is your own. Bliss is your own nature. Being intoxicated by life is your very nature. You should not be feeling any pain. You should not be feeling any disease, any suffering. And this should be a permanent state. Wherever you go, it should always be there. Whenever you want, you should be able to access it. You are your own drug factory in that sense. You should be able to snap a finger and say, I want bliss now. That is your original nature. You are consciousness, your aliveness itself. But why do you have to rely on something external? It's because the mind has taken over.